Every English major has thought, wouldn't it be cool to have a bookstore and be able to run it? And I've always liked that, but it never seemed like anything that was practically going to happen, especially since bookstores have been closing since the 90s and they were hard to make a living. But I did all this research for a book that's coming out next year on lesbian and feminists and the women in print movement, in the South especially. And there was this whole generation of women in the 70s who started their own presses, opened their own bookstores. You know, they had their own distribution system, and there was this whole like 200 bookstores across the country where they would couch surf city to city and read from their books. And it was this really cool do-it-yourself model. You know, when I was first coming out and in college, I used to go to these feminist and queer bookstores, and I always loved them. And I thought, wow, they did all kind of things with very little advantage. And I thought, you know, I could maybe do that. You know, it's easier now than it would have been then. And so the bookstore is really over 90% donated books, and it's set up as a nonprofit. So if you donate money or books, it's tax deductible. And that way we can kind of circulate and bring books. So it's all been an experiment. I have no idea how it's going to turn out. We're just open 2 days a week now, and we're seeing, you know, if we can make a go of it, if we can break even. And ideally I'd love to be able to pay a bookseller to run it and do that. But now we're kind of all hands on deck figuring out how to run it. So that's kind of how the bookstore came to be.